Hi, my loves. How are we doing? All right, I'm just coming in for another connection read. I haven't done one in a minute. So I really just want to kind of let my guides lead the way on this one to see what is going on. Per usual, if this doesn't apply to you, sit right with you. You don't want to hear what I have to say. That is completely okay. I will be back some other time. Okay, but let's see what's going on. Oh, wow. Confession, communication, earth sign, and water sign. So you and or this person could be an earth or a water sign: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You or them doesn't have to be, but regardless, there is some form of communication coming forward as far as when it does come towards your their emotions. Okay, with that water energy, they got something to tell you. But for some reason, there's something I feel like it may be too late. I'm going to be honest. Like too little, too late. Let me see what else I could feel out of this one. They'll be back. I feel like this is coming quickly. Expect to hear from them soon. Yeah, I feel like this is coming in quickly. Yeah, challenges, make a decision, work on inner healing. That's what I just said. I feel like this energy feels too little, too late. It's like maybe this person does want to open up to you, but now it's the wrong time. It's like they've had every right opportunity to get themselves grounded, to be stable for you, and they chose the other way around. I feel like they're going through a challenge right now. They're going through something. Okay, then I got distance. You and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. That could be another sign you guys could live long distance from each other. But immediately when I see that distance card, I usually take that as no contact. You haven't seen or heard from this person in a long time. Don't make that fit. I don't think you're in communication with this person at all, especially if I feel a confession is coming in. This is very impulsive energy. I'm going to be honest. This is giving Knight of Wands. Very hopping around like a jackrabbit. They're not thinking this one through. There is something building up within them that they're kind of like, okay, I just got to come out and say this. There is a fear of that you're really gone for good, or you're going to be gone for good, but I'm going to be, like I said, I can't, like I said, I will break this bad boy down, but I feel like with this collective's energy, it may truly be too late. And maybe this person kind of knows that, but it's like, well, before I go, I got to say it. Yeah, yes. Sign, as I was saying all this. Let me see, what's this water sign? Guardian, a lost one, watches over you. That could be another, I brought up they could be going through a challenge right now. Maybe you or this person lost a loved one when you guys know each other. Maybe that was a grief like one of you guys had to deal with. Now I got Mercury retrograde. That's what I'm saying. This is coming in quickly. Definitely before August 11th. I will say that within this week, I will immediately say you got communication coming in 1 week. Let me do one more and I'll break it all down. Okay, and then I got gambling, problems with addiction, gambling, bad finances. But I'm literally hearing they're taking a gamble. Like I'm hearing gambling could be significant. This person could be a gambler, but I'm more hearing they're going to take a gamble. They're going to take a leap of faith towards something. And again, I brought up this person could truly be going through something right now that's making them sprint towards you. There is something to do with money, and maybe they went through a downfall when it came to their finances. I brought up gambling. I say this person could be a gambler, but I'm more kind of hearing maybe maybe don't invest their money, maybe the most proper way. I feel disappointed for some reason. Like in my chest, I feel like I'm disappointed at somebody. Got notification sign, and I feel like that's how this collective, you truly feel about this. Like I said, I'll break it more down. There's something about, I'm going to be honest, like I said, finances could be an issue, but maybe this person went back towards addictions of some form, or went back to old ways or old habits. Definitely since your guys' last interaction, you saw this and you're like, and maybe that's when you really were like, it's time for me to go. This person's not growing. This person's not changing. Let me actually do one more for that gambling. I know I said, but let me do with that. What is this gambling? And then let go, as I said that, oh, and then someone else. That's what I'm saying. You watch this person, whether it's in social medias or you just know, whether you do practice divination, whatever the case is, you know something, this person is up to something. You're like, and again, I felt disappointment for a reason. Like I feel like you hit this point with the last point with your person of you're not angry, you're not sad, you're just disappointed. You thought they would do better. You thought they would overcome a lot. They chose not to. Not that they couldn't. And I say that for a reason. Maybe for a while you made excuses for this person doing, well, they just can't. No, I'm hearing they're grown. They made their decision. They knew what they were doing. And with that someone else at the bottom of the deck, someone in the middle, someone's trying to sabotage it. That's what I'm saying. This person could have went back to like old friends and ex, or they could have went towards somebody, even if it is somebody brand new, that kind of enabled their addictions or their poor behavior is what I'm hearing. Like I said, for some, this collective, you could have your person that did struggle with actual addictions. But for some of you, I'm hearing like you truly feel like emotionally and spiritually with this water and earth energy that is going on right here, that they have not elevated the way you think that you have. And you're like, okay, it's time for me to let it go. Clearly, this person has never came up to you and discussed their true authentic feelings towards you, especially if they have a confession coming in. And again, I think it more has to do with their emotions. But again, I keep hearing it's too little too late. But yeah, 1 week you got communication coming in 1 week. If like I said, definitely, if not, no more. There's something about this retrograde, something is happening with you and this person as far as a conversation. Okie dokie. Like I said, I go long in detail for a reason. But now let me kind of see, to still confirm if this is your reading, how are you feeling more about this person? And like I always say, guys, I'm here to confirm how you're feeling, not tell you how to feel, okay? How does this beautiful collective, how are you feeling towards this person? How are you feeling towards this person? Let me start with 4. Okay. Oh, so I got secret admirer, the unexpected, daydreaming, and then not amused. Fed up, don't care anymore. That exactly what I just said about this is how you feel towards this person. I'm telling you. Again, don't make these details fit. I think, and believe it or not, and I believe this too, you can still hold unconditional love towards somebody and still be angry at them. You can hold unconditional love towards somebody and still not want them back. That's kind of what I'm feeling out this collective. I feel like regardless of what this person's put you through, how much they have disappointed you, because clearly they have with that not amused right there, you're fed up, you don't care anymore. I feel like your standards have been higher since this person. Maybe for some of you, you've had a really hard time letting your guard down right now when it comes to love because of this person, because of how traumatizing this has been for you. But there is something of, I feel like you can still feel this person, even when you're miles apart, whether you guys have been, like I said, no contact, haven't seen each other, you're still feeling this person. It's frustrating you right now, and I feel like in a funny way, you know this person's coming, you just don't know when. You can't tell if they are coming during Mercury retrograde or after. You know, regardless, intuitively, you will see this person again. But again, it's not that I feel like you're delving into it. You kind of low-key just don't really care. And again, with that secret admirer, there's that fear of rejection and someone's secretly watching you. And that's what I'm saying. You could feel like your person's energy's on top of you, but again, you're kind of like, eh. But that's where I'm saying when it comes to new love, I feel like you're still having a hard time laying your guard down. I think this person really, I think this person really did screw you up when it came to your emotions. I think, like a lightning bolt, I think this person like ripped that rug beneath your feet. You really didn't see it coming. In your mind, what this person's put you through, you didn't see it coming. You really thought, at one point you thought you would hold them by the hand and drag them with you into, I guess, the healed versions of yourself. And that's what I felt like you've always fantasized about when it came to this person. You've always had this image of what they could be someday, and obviously not what they provide, what the reality was. Now you're into the reality and you're not amused. You cannot get over that they went back to old ways. What's the secret admirer? Okay, so that's where I was saying about this nature calls right here. Like there's heavy earth energy that's clearly coming out right there. Ground yourself, connect with nature, take a breather. That got a notification sign. That's what I'm saying when it comes to new love. And like I said, don't make it fit. I think you're having a hard time laying it invite in. And that's what I'm saying. I truly think this collective, you're at this point in your spiritual journey, in your love life. You don't want this person back. Again, I think you still hold unconditional love for them. But like I said, it's okay to have that and still not want somebody back and still know you deserve better, and you do understand that. But I think you're more focused on is, why is my guard so up right now? Why can I not allow love into my life right now? Let me see. Oh, I got mystical shaman, born healer, shamanic lineage, awakening your vision of magic. Whoever I'm talking to, you're clearly a spiritual poo. You could be into the craft. I don't care. But that's where I'm saying there is something about, and if you haven't, go touch some grass. Seriously, like literally go barefoot in your grass, sink your toes in the dirt, really get connected with nature. There is something about you really are a nature person. Like go hug a tree, go talk to the trees. You're really, go lay on the grass. Like I'm literally hearing, get connected with nature, get out of your house. Sometimes being too whooped up in your house makes you overthink and overanalyze everything. What's this unexpected? What is this that you feel towards this person? Photographs, nostalgia. You could still hold photos of this person. Literally the past returns, going back to something, memories and nostalgia. That's what I'm saying. I think when you think about this person, you think about the way they yanked that rug beneath your feet. I think what haunts you the most right now, there is something I feel like is haunting this collective when it comes to this person right now. And that is something, and it's okay. It's something you're still not past. And I think it's the way this person really treated you, which was in your mind horribly. You know, especially if this person was very much up and about addictions for some of you, or if it's about, like, again, going back to people that enable their crappy behavior, whether it is friends, loves, doesn't matter. I think that it's all clicking with you like, wait a minute, they actually treated me horribly. I think, unfortunately, that's where I'm saying go touch some grass in the nicest way. 222 on my timer sign. You could be seeing 222. Maybe this collective, you have been, maybe right now, and you don't know why, you could be feeling kind of depressed or really in your emotions. And I know we got 4 planets in the microwave. I get that. But I'm hearing go outside and really take a breather. Go outside. And I feel like this is a collective right now. You're too cooped up in your house or in your room, and you're overthinking everything, and you're thinking about every horrible thing that's ever happened to you. I think you're really doing that right now. No, it's in the past. Let it go. And that's going to be easier said than done. But I think you're really going down memory lane right now of all the times this person maybe has disrespected you, talked to you a certain way, maybe ripped your head off. I'm saying that for a reason. Maybe there's a memory of like, why did I romanticize that? And I think that's what you're doing with that daydreaming. Maybe you're finally, when it comes to this person, waking up and finally realizing I romanticized that relationship maybe way more than I should have. It was actually kind of toxic. This person treated me like garbage. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, guarded. Again, that's this collective. You are not ready for, and that's okay. I'm not saying you need to go out and find new love. No, but that's why you're guarded right now, is I think that you are reflecting more. And like I said, being guarded right now, I will say, is not a bad thing, because I feel like this collective, you are being honest and kind of knowing your funny way. I'm not ready for love right now. If anything, I'm terrified of that right now. But again, it's about doing that shadow work and understanding where it's coming from. And I think what's scaring you, and in this ways, it's not your person's fault, but it's not yours either, because all of this has came up to the surface. Again, we are in Mercury retrograde right now, so it's all about a review period that is happening. Okay? Sorry, not... throat got blocked up sign. Speak your truth. Anyways, what I was saying about that Mercury retrograde, it's making people review everything right now. It is really making people go into isolation right now, which is definitely what I feel like this collective, you are doing when it comes to this person. Got another notification sign. 1 second. But anyways, what I'm saying with this retrograde, with this review period that's happening, you're really going into review, but too much in nostalgia of like, wait a minute, all those times, again, like my person ripped my head off, they talked to me a certain way, they took advantage of me, they never loved me properly, they never courted me properly. Why did I romanticize that? So instead of going too much into your head and overthinking and overanalyzing about everything that has happened about specifically with this person, take a breather. take a step away from that. I feel like this collective, you're slowly driving yourself crazy right now. In a funny way, it's like you're trying to control an outcome or something. Not that I feel like you're doing it consciously. It's more of a subconscious thing, okay? And I think this collective, in a way, you are correct. Maybe you are not ready for love, and that is, you know, at least not right now, and that is completely okay, because now I think you're reprogramming your brain to understand that wasn't love. Just because I loved that person at one point, or I still do, doesn't matter how you know, regardless. It keeps glitching right there. You notice that? I don't know if you guys saw that. I'm trying to move. Creepy. But anyways. If you're truly in the spot of I'm scared of love because I keep that is completely okay. And honestly, that's a mature way to go about it. Especially when it comes to this person, if they trigger that out of you. If you romanticize this person for all like the crappy stuff they put you through, I can see where you're finally like, I'm waking up. It's not glitching. It's my light bulb. It's like signs, the lamp. Anyways, what are you fantasizing about when it comes to this person? Taking action. That's what, and that's where I'm saying, I think and I feel like this is something you reflect back to, is all the times you're like, oh my God, I want my person back. I want them to talk to me. I want this. And now you're kind of like, why? Like, I keep the best word I can describe, or phrase I can describe this collective, is you're kind of reprogramming the way you love, the way you think, the way you kind of think love should be. Yeah, follow the signs and synchronicities. I think you're waking up, maybe for a while. And like I said, I'm not here to trigger this collective. Maybe this person really did put you through a psychosis at one point. Maybe you really did label this connection as maybe something it wasn't as hot. Again, this is how you feel, of how maybe in your mind what it should be. And now you're like, actually, this is not what I think it should be. Shut up, twin flame. I just said about, and I always say, so I got to make this comment. Sometimes with twin flame journeys, that's what when I say this with my personal clients, please be very careful, because this label can really put somebody into psychosis, because you really do romanticize the horrible things about this person. Now, if, again, you're not amused by this title, don't make it fit. Even, yes, this person could very much be your twin flame. Right now, you don't care about that. No, I don't, twin flame or not, I don't want this back. I still love this person, but I don't want this back. They treat me crappily. I don't think that's a word. Treated me so crappy. There we go. I can't English today. Anyways, what I was saying about the twin flame journey, that's where, like with my personal clients, by the way, I try to deconstruct a little bit of psychosis, because I do understand when you get so hooked up on the twin flame label, the first thing you think about, well, that's my twin. Yes, they put me through hell and back, because that means I gotta go take them back. No, the whole point of twin flame journeys is to find yourself, to come into union within yourself. As bad as it sounds with this label, which you're doing it correctly, this collective, and I think this is something you're aware about, the whole point of the twin flame journey, again, is not to get your person back. In fact, unfortunately, sad part is some twins don't come into union this life. You're meant to go find yourself. That's where I said you finally may have recently like snapped out of something, like, wait a minute, okay, great, this could be my twin, but is that enough? And let's be real, I always say you don't want your twin flame, you want your divine counterpart. Twin flames are two wounded people, two bipolar opposites that trigger each other. I think you made excuses for this person for so long, this poor collective, on how this person treated you, and you did that. Well, that's my twin flame, they're meant to do this to me. No, they if anything, they traumatized you. And now, reprogramming, you're being taught to come out of it. I think as far as your overall, feelings towards this person, you hold unconditional love, but you don't want them back. Your reality's in check. I don't think, honestly, you're super worried about what this person's up to. Like I said, you could have this feeling that this person's coming, but you're not like, oh, please come back. Again, if as bad as it sounds, if you're in this mind frame of I hope my person comes back, this reading's not for you, because if anything, you're like, oh God. Because again, I keep getting you finally snapped out of it. I'm getting body chill sign. Yeah, that could be another sign with my lamp. You need to change a light bulb somewhere in your house sign. My water heater just kicked on. There's a lot going on. The signs are signing. But now, let's see, how is your person doing? How are they feeling towards you? How is this person feeling towards this beautiful collective? This one will be interesting. Okay, how is this person feeling towards this collective? How is this person feeling towards this collective? Okay, so I got the T. Left out in the cold. Oh. Painting red roses and Queen Bee. They see your worth. I have to say, this person is still very much involved with whatever third-party situation's going on. So whether it could be other loves, friends, whatever the case is, I think they're still affiliated by it, but I can't get over how they feel rejected by you. Your energy is completely gone, which makes sense with where your energy stands. Again, you're kind of like, you're literally Queen Bee standing on business, and that's where they see you. It's like they got all this commotion, all of these things that in their mind they could be happy about, but they're staring directly at you. They're watching you. They want to know where you're at. This is kind of given, how does it feel about you? And there is something, they could have heard something about you, about other people with the T right here, because it's all about gossiping. But I'm hearing that you got told a false information. Like, for example, I'm hearing for some reason, maybe somebody told your person that you moved on and is seeing somebody else. But again, if this is your reading, you're not. If anything, you're terrified of love right now. You know what I'm saying? But like, there's something about that. Got another notification sign. Yep. And now this person's like, which is very manipulative, because if they could go do their nonsense and, God knows what, why can't you do the same either? So in a lot of ways, your person still has control issues big time. They don't want to see you essentially be happy on your own. I think they are trying to fix something in their mind. And because they think they see your work, I'm seeing literally like somebody bowing down to you. Like, I would do anything to have you in my life, to have you back around. What's the T? Let's confirm this gossip I was feeling. Creeping doubt, I just said that. Hesitation, pessimism, and then the world completion. That's what I'm saying. Whatever gossip they heard about you, there is something about, maybe for some, like I said, there's something about other people might have seen you in public, or maybe this person saw you in public and maybe you didn't really realize it. Maybe you were with somebody and they thought, they're with somebody else or something like that, when in reality, that's not the case at all. Because again, when I get this card of the T, gossip, it's kind of like, in a funny way, false gossip. It's more things that is building up. And again, I think your person's doing right now maybe I should text him. No, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I should text him. And again, there's a reason they want to come out with this confession. They want to be like, I want to get this out in case I don't really get you back. At least you need to know. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like they're still involved with third parties, but I feel like this person's really afraid that you are truly moving on, because there is something, despite of, again, I picked up a Knight of Wands energy, somebody who's very sporadic right now. That's your person, right? Now with you, like I said, it's a big control thing, because they just don't want to lose you on this one. It is kind of manipulative. They don't want to see you happy with somebody else. Let me see more with this left out in the cold. Why do they feel left behind? Not amused. You got the same thing. That's what I'm saying. They know your energy is gone. They can't feel you. That's where I felt at the beginning of this reading. I said, I got to get this out, even if you don't take me back, or even if I just want you to know. I'm immediately hearing I Just Want You to Know by Backstreet Boys. But the song goes, I just want you to know that I've been fighting to let you go. Some days I make it through, but I would do it all over again. But I just want you to know. That's kind of the confession I'm picking up on. That song can be very significant to you. Yeah, emotional loss. Like, this person is like, they're in their mind right now trying to think of every outlet to think, no, my person didn't move on. No, they're not doing that. And now it's like, nope, I got to go in case they do move on. I need them to really know how I really feel. But again, it's coming from a place of control. Somewhat. Not that they are saying you must stay in my life, but it's more of, just in case you do move on, I need you to know. Unhealthy choices, I just said that. They're still involved in that. Bad eating habits, your health, careful of who and what you let in, I just said. And I think, like I said, for some of you, this person could be actually dealing with like drug drugs, alcohol, like addictions. But I'm getting, again, poor behaviors when it comes to this person. That's something you've been disappointed about. Again, I kept feeling a couple different things. This person could have went back to like old people from their past, or even if it is new people, they're still entangled in the same nonsense, just in different font. You're seeing this firsthand. Let me see what this unhealthy choice is. What choice they keep, because it's clearly upsetted you before. Blessed union, love that transformed divine mission together. They're trying to fix that. Let me do one more for this queen bee. Epiphany. Yeah, they literally just had an epiphany just now. Yeah, secret admirer, they're watching you right now. I think this person, unfortunately, has always chosen karmics over you. And again, this person could have went back to like an ex, or even if it's somebody brand new, it doesn't matter. This person's always chosen flings, useless connections over you, over this blessed union, over the queen bee, you. They know you're tired of it. They know they're getting, that you are sick and tired of being the back burner. But again, that's where I felt the beginning of this reading. It may be too little, too late. Now they're doing the, well, maybe we're meant to be together, maybe. I think it's the people they surround themselves with. And I'll actually get into that, because I want to see what kind of people are they surrounding themselves with. What is it that's making it... Because like I said, I'm getting other maybe possibly lovers. It could be more than one, or it could be one particular person. Doesn't matter. This person hasn't gotten the hint. Still, because they're still involved in it. Let me see. What is this unhealthy? What is this thing that this person keeps choosing? What's more about that? So I got narcissist and stagnant. Do 4. Okay. Salty and sipping. There's that rumors again. I'm telling you. 1 second. Simple as this. They always go to easier, not better. They go to stagnancy because it's people that enable their behaviors. Literally with that salty right there, your person could, I feel like that saltiness could be very much your person. They could have a little bit of a mean streak to them in a funny way. I'm hearing they always got themselves involved in petty drama, and that is kind of the, I always believe in that saying, you are what you attract. You literally, if you're kind of a bitter person, you're going to attract bitter people into your energy. You've always challenged that out of them. So I'm going to be honest, maybe at one point this person kind of talked a lot of smack about you with that rumors. Maybe this person talked too much about you, but in a way, that's where I'm saying, like, which kind of in a funny way makes sense in their mind why they would think that you've moved on, or they're afraid you're going to move on, because in a way it's like they believe their own lies. They could have truly saw you out in public, or saw something on social media, whatever the case is, that may make them think that you moved on, and it's like they could have told people, nah, they moved on, and it's like they're trying, that's why I'm saying they're convincing themselves, no, that's not true. This person has a tendency to believe in their own lies sometimes, and I think this person talked smacked about you one too many times to other people, and now that you're really gone, they're stuck with stagnancy. And what's crazy is this person knows they're stuck with that. And not once has your person gotten the twin flame card. I'm going to be honest, this is screaming karmic energy. Because I feel like this collective, you're right. You've improved, this person is not. They're still in stagnancy. They're still in the same nonsense. This would not be a shock to you, because that's why you've let this thing go. Let me do one more, and then I'll move on. Karmic, shut up. I just said that. Unfortunately, this collective's right. You've done the work. This person hasn't. And I do think it may be very much too little, too late. I'm going to use this bad boy. I'm going to see what is it. We know what their next intentions are. They're going to come in and talk to you. But I want to see, is this going to be authentic? And what kind of confession's this? Is it going to be, again, this person I feel like has a tendency, they believe in their own lies. And no wonder this collective, in a way, you're so far away from it, because maybe, as bad as sounds, you did believe their lies for a long time, but it's not your fault, because who falls in love and goes, you're lying? You know, no. You are going to believe your person. Maybe that's something you're trying to heal from right now, is you did believe him for a long time. I'm hearing they lied about everything, maybe even their childhood. This person could be a compulsive liar. I'm not going to lie, but let's just see. What is this person? What is this confession that is coming? 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse. All right, so 9 of Pentacles and Queen of Wands in reverse. And then I got the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Guys, I cannot get over that this person is still involved with other people, other women, other men, whatever is going on. I think they are going to show a little bit of vulnerability and kind of let you know, like, oh, if you are moving on, in case you are moving on. I don't feel good with them. And I do believe they're telling you the truth with this Page of Wands there. Because they don't. I do think they're going to be a little bit vulnerable to you. Like I said, do I think this person is going to try to force you to stay? No. But again, I keep hearing that. I just want to let you know before I let you go. The Tower. This is going to come in literally like a shock to you. And like I said, even though, yes, you could be watching this reading, let me see more about what's this confession. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I just said at the beginning of the reading, their finances could have went really downhill. I think there is a little bit of vulnerability, but this is kind of disappointing. Let me see. Well, let me do another one. Okay, then there's the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. That's what I'm saying. They're going to be a little bit vulnerable to you. But I will say it's not all the way I love you. I think this is more of, in a funny way, you were right. My life went to hell when I left you behind. I thought these other people were going to do me in, and it's anything but that with the Tower. Shut up the devil at the bottom of the deck. That's what I'm saying. I would be careful. I just said this person could be a compulsive liar in a lot, or at least you could really view this person as they lied about a lot. So, like, I don't even know what's the truth. So as bad as it sounds, I don't know if this, I don't feel like this confession is going to be all the way authentic. Got another notification sign. I think it's just coming from a place of, I just want to let you know where I say it's to get you on the hook. It's a little bit, let me confirm the Tower. But I am hearing that you were right. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. There's that 8 of Wands that's coming in quickly. I'm going to be honest. This person may be honest on one part and say, I'm not going to lie. I thought, like, you were the bad guy and I labeled you. I think this person really did label you as the bad guy to other people. It's great they want to come in and confess that to you, but I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm not saying this to trigger you. I don't think they have the balls to say that towards the other people around them. Not that you can't control that outcome. It doesn't matter. But they want to control the story through your eyes. They don't want you to look at them as a dim light. Because I'm telling you, something with their finances went to hell. Maybe this person, my water heater kicked on. Maybe this person really did kind of have it together at one point. Maybe they were doing okay, and maybe these people are draining their pockets right now, or this person, I should say, is draining their pockets right now. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. What's this bad luck? The 6 of Cups in reverse. This is where I said this person's low-key manipulative, because I really think this person is going to be kind of come off nice and do the, oh my gosh, I'm not going to lie, I labeled you as the bad guy for a long time. I really thought that you were the reason for my downfall. But it's going to kind of come off very sweet and generous, and if anything, it's kind of condescending. No, this person really did label you to be the bad guy. That's why I brought up in, earlier that this collective, you could be a spiritual poo, you could be into the craft, doesn't matter, and this person really blamed that your abilities as far as their consequences in their life, when in reality this person's a shitty person and karma probably caught up to them. They're still not taking accountability. Nothing here so far is about emotions, except everything that bad has happened to me. I always thought it was you. But again, it's going... I would not buy it. Queen of Wands in reverse. 10 of Cups. That's what I'm saying. This person really thought they had it good. But I think that is something they want to tell you in a way, too, is I did have it good with you, and I did take that for granted. But I feel like it's going to be so dry, because I can't get over this whole confession they're doing is I really thought I could do better, and every time something crappy fell apart in my life, I blamed you, and I'm sorry about that. It's going to come off very... No. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Cups. They may ask you questions, see if there is new love in this collective. My advice, be honest, say no, there's not. Because again, if this is really your reading, I feel like this collective, you're terrified of love right now. You're not ready. Again, don't make these details fit. This person may be like, are you with somebody? Be like, no. Because whether you, because don't lie. Don't do that. Because they'll blow up in your face for one. They're really trying to see, is it really over? You're being guided to stand in your power with this person. Say, no, I'm not seeing anybody. Why? Oh, okay, well, because by the end of the day, this person still feels like they know your energy's gone. And they kind of may ask you questions. If you don't want to answer questions, tell them none of their business. Let me do one more for that Ace of Cups. 4 of Wands, yeah, they're going to want to see if you're with somebody else. I think it's all a facade to see, well, I'm going to fight for them. But again, I cannot get over, and this shows it on the first spread. They are not on their own. They're not independent on their own. They don't know how to be on their own right now. They are still heavily influenced by other people. So as bad as it sounds, this confession may be meaningless as far as what they got to say. But however, clearly there was a cycle not completed within you. So now I'm going to see what is your guide's advice as far as when it comes to... what is the point of this person coming in? Five of Pentacles in reverse and 5 of Swords in reverse. Then I have the 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is all about recognition. Again, for this collective, as far as, again, I brought up earlier, you always romanticize the shitty parts about this person, the way they treated you. It's kind of, this is your time to get that off your chest. This is kind of a message of call them out. It's not about leaving them out in the cold or telling them no. It's really reminding them what kind of person they are. They're going to come in, put on their charm again, saying, oh my gosh, I really blamed you for so long. I'm so sorry. No, you're not sorry. Again, you knew exactly what you did, and you did it anyways. You just told me. You blamed everything on me, knowing you can't take accountability. That just shows you what kind of person you are. This is screaming, call out their nonsense. Page of Cups, literally how emotionally immature they are. And again, they're so worried about, oh my God, are you finding somebody? Let them know. It's not about me. It's way further about me finding somebody else. It's how you treated me. It's how you've always treated me. You're not worried if I moved on with somebody else. You're not worried truly that I get to be happier. You just don't want me to see me be happier. And that shows all I've done is reflect who you really are. And this has nothing to do with me anymore. Queen of Cups in reverse. I was naive. I'm not. My emotions for you are gone. I feel nothing. It's not about me moving on to somebody else. It's more of, I truly feel like this collective. And I'm not saying, again, you can hold unconditional love for this person. It's like, I love you, but I don't like you. And I deserve better. Maybe for some of you guys, you may strip say, I don't love you anymore. This is not the person I was meant to fall in love with. And you never really were. And that was my fault. I romanticized that for so long. Not anymore. Yeah, Queen of Wands, you're going to take accountability and leadership in your own direction. You're not going to be in chains over this person anymore. Because this person, like I said, in this collective, I feel this collective's energy. You're right. It's not about like this person just truly is like sick to their stomach. You can move on. It's all about control. Yeah, 8 of Swords right there. That's what I'm saying. Keeping you trapped. And it's about getting yourself unstuck with that 8 of Swords in reverse. The Empress, are you kidding me? Knowing who the fuck you are? Page of Pentacles, you deserve better. the way that they're coming in is not flattering. It's not cute. Again, I can't, it's more of a way of control. It's kind of it's more, it's like they loved it knowing that you were tripping and throwing up about them. And now that your energy is gone, it's like now they're going to be forced to heal. But again, I can't get over earlier what we saw in this reading. I feel like this person's more of a karmic. I don't feel like this is something to reconnect with. This person taught you a valuable lesson, which is how they treated you. And again, I'm getting more specifically, maybe the way this person talked to you and talked down on you. That's not love. And just because a relationship is very short-lived, or they made you feel good at one point, and yes, you could have fallen madly in love with them, it doesn't mean it was an equal give and take. It has nothing to do with your worth or, you know, any that sort of stuff. But with this collective, you need to get through. I think what is going to help you moving forward is going to get you out of your mindset. By the end of the day, there is a reason I brought up this person could be a lot, like in a way, just kind of a liar in a lot of ways, just in a way to smooth things over in their favor type of ordeal. The bottom line is, I don't think you're going to get, I guess, the truth or the true confession that you want. Again, they're grown, they did what they did, and they made their decision, and they're sitting with it. But what's kind of, you know, like I said, they're going to be a little bit vulnerable to you, but not to the point of like, oh my God, I loved you and I'm so sorry. It's more of, yeah, I treated you a certain way, didn't mean to, my bad. Can you forget? Could we still be in each other's lives? No, that's not enough. And sometimes I tell people love is not enough. It's got to be more than that. It's more than the way they used to talk to you as far as the sweet ways and the cute little dates. It's about how they treat you, how they've always treated you. And again, I think this person has always played mind games with you, and they didn't talk to you the greatest. They didn't talk to you in the sweetest manner that you deserved. You truly were too good for them. This person lacks empathy, and that is not your burden to carry anymore. And I think that is something of a review period you're going through right now, especially if you're in your home overthinking, overanalyzing everything. Bottom line is, you have empathy. This person has none. Not once did I feel regret out of this person. I don't feel like they're trying to make a positive action towards you. It's more of, can I keep what I have and still have you like they've had for a long time? The answer is no. So if you hold that unconditional love for them, if you truly want them to change, let their butts go. They do not have access to you anymore. And as bad as it sounds, I don't think this is a connection worth coming back to, because like I said, you have evolved, this person has not. Shut up the world at the bottom of the deck. That's what I'm saying. Cycle's done. The chapter's closed. Let me do more as far as why is this coming over to you? Why does this chapter finally need to be closed? Ten of Swords, shut up, Judgment, Death. It's over. Notification sign. One second, actually. For the first time, you're not going to romanticize this person's BS. You are going to make that judgment call of, no, they put all these knives in my back. It's done. I changed without this person. What do I need you for now? This is true. This person truly taught you your self-worth. And for the longest time, you were just asleep, and that's okay. Congratulations, you're awake. It's kind of like, in a sad way, I feel like this collective, you were in a coma when it came to this person. You were really asleep, and now you're like, wait a minute. Nah, this is not normal, and you're right, it's not. But it's time for you to make that judgment call towards this person. Say, how you treated me is not okay. You're finally, for the first time, going to put your foot down on this one. Because you have. You've improved, you've grown, you've done it all on your own. Yeah, 9 of Wands. You've slipped on your butt a few times over this person, but you never gave up, and that's what the important part is, right? All right. Now I'm going to do initials. First, last, middle, initials. Time to close out that chapter, babes. Especially if this person talked to you a certain way and kind of ripped your head off. That's not love. I'm sorry, that's not. H, K, E, Oh, if I could grab these cards, that'd be fantastic. S-I-J-Q. Dates, these could be significant memories, birthdays, upcoming ones to think about. And overall, what this retrograde is showing this collective, my last 444 on my timer, is you still need time to heal. Even if, like I said, if this wouldn't be your reading anyways, if you were in this trance state of I want my person back, your guard is at an all-time high. You need more time to release this, and this person does trigger that out of you. So keep that in mind. 1 year from now or a year ago, 25th, the 14th, the 31st, the 11th, Halloween, July 1st, May. 3 years from now or 3 years ago, you could have known this person for 3 years. June and the 6th. Okay. Oh, boy. Now let me get my angel numbers. Or angel, nope. Not, oh, yep, this was it. And I grabbed the Hermit. As I just said that, I grabbed my deck right here for... More cards got Hermit sign. You need to go into more healing's got to be done for the time being. This person definitely should. And then I got law, talent, and uninvited guests. I feel like this person's going knock on your door. Just saying. But justice about to be served. Angel numbers you're probably already seeing. Like I said, I would expect this possibly before Mercury retrograde ends, which we're not too far away from that. 1441, 2424, 1234, 0220, 1221, 1001. Law of mirror numbers, that means they're thinking about you. 1010, 0909, 0110, 666, 444, 2112, and 1515. Warning. 1515 sometimes is like, you know, everybody always freaks out. They get 666 is the devil number. No, in the spiritual world, 1515 is the number. I'm like, about meaning warning. I hope this helped my babies. Tell them, take care. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.